On January 13th, 1976, he lost a decision as two judges overruled the referee. Now let's go to Bill Diodizio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a 10-round bout. From Brockton, Massachusetts, weighing 159 pounds, red trunks with a white stripe, the marvelous Marvin Haglar. On my right, from North Philadelphia, red trunks with white lettering, weighing 161¼ pounds, Bennie Briscoe.
I think the best way to identify these fighters is Marvin Haglar has a beard.
Yeah.
Almost everything else is identical.
Yep, except the Jewish star and the trunks worn by Briscoe.
Right. Briscoe is wearing the Jewish star. You know, we talked to the promoter, Russell Peltz, before the fight, and he said that neither fighter would relinquish on wearing the red trunks, so he wasn't going to have them argue about it.
That was a good move.
Bennie is looking away as referee Tommy Reed tells the fighters the instructions. He's turning his back to Haglar. They're not done yet. Reed calls him back. What's this tactic for?
Well, that's another that would be just like Bennie Briscoe growing hair. He normally stares right into the eye of the opponent. He's right there on him. Tonight, reverse psychology.
Briscoe, 35 years old. He's been a pro since 1962. He's fought for the world title 3 times and lost to Rodrigo Valdez, the last time in November 1977. And here we go with round 1. Haglar, a southpaw. Briscoe has fought left-handers twice and beat them both. The last time he fought a lefty was earlier this year in Kansas City when he took out Tony Schiavone.
Yes, you can look for Bennie Briscoe right now to stop. You can look for him to fire his awesome jab, which is neck bending.
And Briscoe, perhaps his best as a body puncher.
Yes, he is, believe me.
Haglar uses both hands, got a sharp jab. He's a boxer puncher. I don't think you'd call Bennie a boxer.
No, he isn't. He's a stalker. He's a mauler. He's a destroyer. He's Bennie Briscoe. He's the only fighter in the world today which has gained, they say, multiple amounts of respect from former champ Carlos Monzon.
And Bennie is already bleeding from the nose.
Yes, he is.
Haglar dancing, changing directions, throwing that jab. Briscoe stalking. Good left to the jaw by Haglar. Good combination by Haglar.
Haglar landing good short shots on the inside. Bennie's got to get out of there. You can't just walk, stalk, and not punch. It's just unheard of when you're fighting someone like Marvelous Marvin. On the other hand, Marvin is moving an exceptional amount more than he normally does. Normally he has a short circuit. Bennie's taking it away from him. He's absorbing punishment. But I think Bennie may have a pretty good strategical plan here.
1 minute to go in round 1. Both fighters in red trunks. Briscoe has the Star of David on his. Haglar has a beard.
Haglar looking for the big right hook. Haglar having to start awful fast may have an effect on him down the stretch. Bennie's used to going 10. He's been 10 more than 50 times. Not more than 50 times, about 10 times, actually. Really rough with an opponent like this man right here, Marvin Haglar.
Briscoe bleeding from the nose.
Run, use the jab. That's all you're going to do is run. Use the jab.
10 seconds left to go in round 1.
You're making it dumb, cut. Use the jab, son.
Briscoe misses with the left and the right. Here's the end of round 1, some punching after the bell. And I would have to say the first round goes to Marvin Haglar.
Definitely.
This is a 5-point must system. And the bell does not save you in Pennsylvania. There you see Bennie Briscoe. Briscoe is rated 5 by the WBA, 10 by the WBC, and 5 by Ring Magazine. Briscoe always stands between rounds.
I once asked him about that, Pete, and he says sitting down and getting up makes him tired.
Marvin Haglar, rated 8 by the WBA and 8 by the WBC, but 1 top contender by Ring Magazine. Both fighters looking for a title match with champion Hugo Coro, who took the crown from Valdez in Italy earlier this year. Round 2. It's expected that champ Coro will give Valdez a rematch in December. And then the winner of this bout is expected to get the next title shot. Haglar coming out of the clinch with the flurry. Haglar from Brockton, Massachusetts, the hometown of Rocky Marciano.
You know, in Brockton, they say he's the baddest thing there since the Boston Strangler.
Haglar scoring. Haglar right now just a little too quick for Bennie Briscoe. Haglar thinks he has enough youth, enough of an advantage in age. Briscoe turned around. Haglar tried to wait to line him up. Briscoe still bleeding from the nose. Haglar stopping to punch, then moving the opposite direction, putting on a lot of mileage.
That's it. The agility of Marvin Haglar is really puzzling Bennie. Bennie has a real problem with boxers, especially southpaws. I can remember Rafael Gutierrez dropping Bennie with a good right hand and a good solid left hook from the southpaw position earlier in his career at the arena.
Bennie has him against the ropes now. But Haglar moves. Haglar, I think, has stopped a couple of times on the ropes when Bennie has scored. There we see it again. 1 minute to go in round 2.
I'll tell you, Haglar's in it with a real pro. Bennie Briscoe he's sort of symbolic in the middleweight division. He's the type guy that everybody dreams of beating, every upcoming promising fighter. If he's a middleweight, he's looking forward to beating a name like Bennie Briscoe.
Coming up on 30 seconds to go in round 2. Briscoe has solved a little bit of the puzzle of Marvin Haglar in this round.
Yes, he has, and I think he's done that with firing great body shots that he's so awesomely known for.
Good left jab by Briscoe.
Briscoe seems to be really on top of Haglar, and I think it's really going to take its time.
Big crowd at the Spectrum, the best crowd of the year. There's the end of round 2.
I'm going to score that one for Bennie Briscoe on aggressiveness.
I would say so. Marvin Haglar says that Briscoe is made to order for him. He says that Bennie made a mistake by not fighting him 2 years ago. Haglar claims he's much stronger now, much smarter, and he's got youth on his side. And he says Bennie Briscoe is a stepping stone for me. He's a name. He's had 3 shots at the title. And Marvin says if he beats Bennie, Coro cannot duck Marvelous Marvin. Coming up on round 3 now. Haglar with the beard. He's the southpaw. Briscoe with the Star of David on his trunks. Bennie coming in, trying to bore in a little quicker on Haglar. Haglar gets off the ropes, going to the center of the ring. Bennie would like to fight him at the center of the ring, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would, but it would have to be toe-to-toe. Marvin's doing the right thing for a man of his skill. He's got the box. You can't stand there and trade with Bennie. Bennie is awesome on the inside, and I do mean awesome. He throws tremendous shots to the midsection. As you've seen him when he stopped Bob Patterson in New Jersey in his last outing, tremendous shots to the solar plexus.
Haglar's really working on the nose. It started bleeding 30 seconds into the fight and has not stopped. Good uppercut by Haglar. Some good body punches by Briscoe. Both fighters scored there.
Both these men have to be in fantastic shape. I mean, for 3 minutes around.